morning.
Morning. Morning.
Everybody have a good weekend? We had training yesterday at the other store with Tom. He went through a lot of just customer service things and sales things and stuff like that. If anybody that didn't go was curious about it, let me know. I'll walk you through some of the stuff. Worth the time. It was a good morning. Birthdays. Ryan Betters at the other store is on June 5th. Thomas Olson is today. Andy Elmer is Thursday. Jordan Henschel is Saturday. So if you talk to any of those guys through the week on the phone or anything else like that. We don't have any anniversaries. Anybody have any housekeeping stuff, anything like that we need to talk about this morning? Culture card today is display of positive and upbeat attitude. This is something I don't think we really ever seem to have an issue with in this store, except for maybe me sometimes when I get a little overwhelmed. So it's a challenge for me to be working on, I know. The rest of us, I think, do a good job with this. Saturday was a good example in the rush of things, especially service guys. You know, I kind of threw a lot at you all at once on Saturday morning, and it really wasn't optional. And like, I was the one stressed about it. You guys are all just like, yeah, okay, we'll make it happen. That's cool. I appreciate that. That was very helpful. Today we have the black and red surf boat going out, gray and red. That needs to get backed in right away and wiped down this morning first thing. So if we can all kind of team up on that. We also have the other Starcraft deck boat that somebody's coming to see at like 10. So that one's also gonna need to be wiped down. So Brian, if you could grab the tractor right away and get those two situated so we can make that stuff happen. Extra gear award today. We had a handful of submissions. Chris Kolbach nominated Huddle for not being able to dive right into the finance office, and the other way around. Chris Huddle nominated Chris Kolbach. I read that backwards. For not being afraid to dive right into the finance office and learning on the fly. Thank you. I agree. I know that's confusing. I know that personally. But you know, you're asking the questions where you need to and going after it. That's great. I nominated David for showing skilled patience and slowing down with the dressers on Saturday. These are the folks that bought the bow rider. You kept them on task of sorting out which boat they wanted without letting them get too into the money side of things. It looked to me like you were literally up there just enjoying their company and having a good time with them. And that's kind of what we have to do, right? I also nominated Jeremy Larson. You guys have sort of all heard the story of the surf boat on Sunday morning when I was lake testing it by this point. Jeremy almost insisted when I called him on the phone that he was just gonna come to my house. Like I kind of didn't have a choice, you know, on his day off. And also the surf boat, that Supra. He caught that at the last minute and really saved the day on us. And David nominated him for the Supra, and so did Mike. So today we're gonna send the award Jeremy's way. Between Saturday and Sunday, he was an absolute all-star, which was cool. Anything else said? Anybody? We're gonna have Tom Cross from the other store coming in. He's gonna help with some of the yard cleanup stuff, getting rid of scrap metal, getting rid of the pallets, those sorts of things. So you'll see him around here. Make sure you make him feel welcome. All right, that's all I have. Let's rock and roll, make it a great week and have fun.
Break.
Thank you.